look at my settlement I built for leveling here in the Fallout 4 world. So let's go to Starlight, who are usually more happier than that. Game's glitching a little. And over here I built a self-sustaining leveling settlement to go ahead and help my guy get to these higher levels without completing a lot of the main gameplay. Always like my green guy. My friend says his is purple. So we got the movie theater. And what I did was I built cages and trapped animals. Now all you need to repair these ones for the deer are carrots and your gears and things. So always try to get as much XP as possible. So I take my girl with me. And I tend to get some sleep before I do this. It looks like the cages are all filled up. And I did mean that their happiness is usually better than that. You go away and it starts glitching. You see it's on the up. It'll go up past 90 if I stay here. So, I'll show you how this works. The carrots are probably grown now. And I can go ahead and get as many of them as I want to replace these ones down here. But I'll show you. Now these ones don't get you a lot of XP. I kind of just need their meat for the next set of cages. Come on, load it up. And of course the defense is kicking a little bit. You want to do a little bit of damage to each animal if possible, because that's how you're gonna gain XP for their kill. I think 30% is what I read online. And you just harvest their stuff. You get a lot of the blood samples that you can sell back to the Brotherhood and stuff like that with them. Usually. I play on very hard. I haven't trapped a I can get out of the cage. I usually just go ahead and fix these right away. You have to repair them. And I know you have to use the gear, but you can cook this meat and sell it and buy whatever you want to scrap for gears. So that's not a problem. The settlement will make you money as well. requires electricity. I haven't turned it back on yet. Let's see, viable blood sample. You tend to get a lot of those. And that's easy money in the game. So you harvest these because their meat is what repairs the Yaogai cages. Of course, the Yaogai is a stronger animal. Should get a little bit more XP for taking them out.
Patch you up if you need it. For a small fee.
Go ahead and reload this gun before I do them. Or maybe just go with my radium rifle.
Yes?
Turn off the electricity. Now you just try to do at least 30% of damage to each of them so you can get the points for them. Never got a legendary animal in any of this. Been trapping for a long time. And again, as long as you do a little bit of the damage to the animals, whenever your settlement, whenever the defenses, whatever kills them, you're going to get the XP for killing them. You put it on, you know, a hard setting, so you get a little bit more XP for it. And then when these things start dropping, should start seeing in a second here, you start getting XP. Settlers fall in there, but they don't ever die. And see? It's just an easy way to level up that they did right there. I should have never created a siren here.
Yeah?
Need to get back to Diamond
We got
City.
to take things one day at a time.
Biggest town.
Yes.
Jump in here and grab everything out of them. Nuclear materials always nice.
Yeah?
And then you repair these. Ragstag meat. I don't create a way out of these pits, but you just grab your wall and then let go of it, and you're back out.
You're looking for trouble, I hope.
If you need fixing up.
Always remember to go back and turn your power back on, because that's how you catch the animals after repairing it.
If you ain't been up to see Greg,
And then the good reason about getting the Yaoguais, or however you're supposed to say that, is that not only is their meat profitable when you cook it, and you gain XP for cooking it as well, but it also supplies the Deathclaw cages. Deathclaws are kind of hit and miss in the game. They don't give you a lot of powerful ones usually. My defenses are set up to take them out when I choose to turn them back on. Just gotta try to do some damage to the guys before your settlers kill them. All my settlers are armed, so they will start protecting themselves. I gotta go back and defend Sanctuary. And when they start dying, you should receive XP as well. And they're basically just trapped in there. I haven't let them get out yet. Switch it on if you get bored of watching that. And just let your defenses do your XP for you. The Deathclaw meat is a good reason to do this. You get a lot of nuclear material, a lot of viable blood samples, a lot of Deathclaw and Yaogai meat. I've already turned the power back on up there. So just make sure that they're all repaired, power's on, you're good to go. Now I tried to do this with that inhibitor up there so my animals didn't turn on me. But when I did that, for some reason or another, the caravanners would just start attacking me. Everything's under attack. So I had to turn that off and just cage them in. When I initially made this place, they were roaming free.
Not many doctors around these days. You should
Nope.
let me take a look at you.
I pointed you. Don't need you. Healthy as an ox. So after you do this for a while, which I do this all the time. This is how I level up without completing the main story. You get a stockpile of the meat. So you go to your stove. You make your roast. Your Deathclaw steak. It's value 130. You can usually sell it for 60 or more. And you get 16 XP for each one you make. It looks like I have 217 of them clocked up right now. You just keep on doing that. Definitely have more Yaogai. You need carrot and potatoes. You see that I had those at the top of the settlement. It is a self-sustaining settlement. I also got the vendors here so I can buy supplies to break down and make gears if I want. You get same XP bonus for making this stuff. It says I have 150 so of them. It doesn't sell for as much, but it's good for leveling. Been meaning to do this for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it after I do this. I'm a high level, so it takes a lot to level up, but I did level up to start this video. About midway through the video. Just have to make sure to keep enough meat to fill the cages up again. So I can go down through basically all of it. It's just a lot of pressing X. I'll leave myself with like 5, just in case. Don't really need them, because next time I open up the cages, I'll replace the Deathclaw. Go back up and make your Deathclaw steak. And I really should skip through this, but I'm just live streaming this and winging it. It just stacks on top of itself, and if you do this long enough, I mean, you level quick at the beginning. When you get to the higher levels, of course, it's harder. Might actually have enough to level again. Should be like 81 after this. I imagine he's going to be too weighted down to walk, though. Am I going to make it? I think so. And there you go. I've reached level 80. I was wrong. But this is a good way to level. It's a fun way to level. Yeah, he is gonna just be completely boggered down. He's got a lot of meat on him. If I would have just ran around in my suit, I would have been fine. But of course I didn't. I really built this town around a city like this. I wanted to have a zoo, is what I wanted, but I couldn't have them all friendly. It didn't work out the way I'd planned. The Deathclaws were walking around and glitching in the floors and stuff like that, so I ended up editing it, and this is what I finally came up with. You know, still a work in progress. I wanted to do Deathclaw cages, but the stingwing meat is just too hard to find, and I wanted to mine nuclear material, is what I planned to do with the city initially. It just proved to be something I couldn't do. I found a way to sustain the city, just this within itself. It's a self-sustaining city. You can buy everything you need here. You can to replenish all of these machines. It just runs itself. I should make a home here, but I think I'm going to do that at the Red Rocket Inn this time. I really just started building up my other settlements here recently. Let's get some of that shit out. Deathclaw steak, 182, 132 value. Is there anything else I can drop? Show you what that's actually worth. Should have brought my power armor. Get rid of the Ragstad meat, get rid of the Deathclaw meat. I guess I could have that girl carry some of this stuff. Weighs 158. Let's just drop all these, see what happens. Okay, and this weighs run a piece 77 or so. Now I can walk around. Probably our main home settlement. But if these people aren't whining about being just attacked, like they often are. She's a shopkeeper.
Hi.
I think I've got something in your size.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
No, I didn't want to trade. I wanted to barter.
Step right up. All the clothes are fit to wear.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Let me know what you'd like.
Alright, so she's got 770 caps. She's a level 3 vendor. I go to my aid. Deathclaw steak sells for 104 caps apiece. So you can go around buy whatever you want with this. 624 sounds right. You just go around and get people's money. You can buy whatever you want. You can do whatever you want in the game. And you can build a settlement. So you can build as many shops as you want and as many settlements as you want. This place is self-sustaining. It's a great way to level. Well, this has been Kevin, my first Fallout 4
Yes.
video that I've made. I really do enjoy the game, put a lot of time into it. This is my second character, and I'm really trying to build up a world this time. This is my pride and joy currently. More settlements coming soon. Peace.